break it.
Of course.
We're gonna make it take twice as long.
I'm sure. Okay, is everything green?
It's either that or the whole thing's gonna blow up within 10 minutes.
Nice. Let's see. Good. Everything's green. Alright, so I guess we'll start the... Do it! What is that? I've been hearing that since we've been on here.
That's me.
Oh.
I'm turning it down.
Alright,
I've been playing this game.
What's the game?
It's Tsum Tsum.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I am going to play the intro for us. I gotta... Okay, yeah, that's the intro. Okay, got it. Ready, go.
I'm ready.
Oh, the music's...
I was wondering why it was silent.
The second part is like... it's muted. Okay, one second. Alright, there we go. Welcome to the new episode of Red Ranger Rangers, or
Red Ranger Rangers,
or RRR, or R3, I guess we can call it.
R cubed.
R cubed.
R cubed. Yeah, there you go.
I like how we immediately
I got like immediately like hushed out of that one. Like, no, it is this. R cubed, got it. And so last we left off,
R cubed just sounds better.
There was a massive battle in Sarge's office, which I had to reconstruct.
I took everyone hostage.
Yes.
Including me! Especially me.
And I killed everybody.
Alright, and so like there's a recap, there's a bunch of destruction. God, I'm so proud of the amount of destruction in that room. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And,
I'm watching it on the stream now.
And
that poor table.
And then to you guys' luck, Sega Sanshiro decided to show up and just scoop you up in his gigantic arms and jump into an elevator.
Just like in my fanfiction.
Which eventually the elevator broke and fell and fell and fell, but I'm assuming Sega Sanshiro's indestructible body pretty much protected you guys from dying.
Also just like in my fanfiction.
And so this is where we are. And I'll take you guys to that map. Let's see here. Alright, you guys will be in the bottom right-hand corner. And you guys can begin role-playing.
First you have to go to token control.
Oh shit, okay.
You remembered it for the title screen.
Got it. See, here's the funny thing. I friggin' thought that that I forgot you guys weren't on that page. Okay, give me a second. Let me put some music on so we're not fucking like listening to me click around.
Hey, look! It's the laser beam hallway.
Laser beam hole.
Laser beam. What's wrong with the way I say laser beam?
It's amazing.
Text.
There you go. Some ambience going. Do I have something that's like? Wait, what's this? Nope, not that. I am trying to.
Let's
Nope.
get sideways.
Amazing plan worked for what was just happening.
There we go.
Well, that's intensive.
A bit dramatic. There we go. So, okay, can you guys control these tokens? What's going on? You guys are moving shit.
I can control mine. I've been able to control mine since
So you
I've
said
been
you-
spinning mine.
Holy crap, how'd Sarge get down here?
He was scooped up
He was
as
with
well.
us.
He was with us in the elevator?
Yes.
I need to rewrite part of my fanfiction, hold on.
Was Simmons there too?
Yes, he was
Sorry.
hiding in the
In the
office.
fan-
Added my
fiction.
fanfiction.
What are you doing?
You were there. You were one of the main characters.
I love how it's immediately just like everyone's just doing whatever.
We're doing what we normally do.
Simmons and Lightish kind of like look at each other.
Just like in my fanfiction.
Lopez is attempting to fix his voice unit.
I think Lopez is just doing like little... No, he's standing
Look me in
still.
the eyes
Tex
when
is
I'm
the one
talking to
walking the
you,
walls.
Sarge.
Sarge is like,
Tex stands on his head to approach Sarge correctly.
he's like, son, I'm glad you've taken the time, but you need to stand right.
I'm just practicing my acrobatics.
Where
Gotta stay limber.
in blue hell are we?
Well, I'm gonna
Your
say the
mom's
bottom of
house.
the school.
You mean military base? This isn't no Japanese anime.
Military school, I guess. Military base school
I-
for adults. Adult base school.
Sarge kind of like gives up trying to explain.
Lopez has officially fixed his voice unit now.
And Tex is
Don't
now
ask how.
I don't have to translate for him anymore. That was doing a great job.
and Tex is now phased through a wall.
Tex disappeared.
Tex went into the abyss. He's being mysterious. Let him have it.
There you go. So before you is
I'm
clearly
just looking for vantage points from which to snipe.
so basically
Apparently
the
backwards.
those areas the area you're in is basically just like where the walls meet the ceiling, so you can't stand on that essentially. Same thing with
Well,
this over here. Basically,
I think
you're pretty much in a laser
vastly
view.
underestimate
underestimate my abilities, sir.
Fair enough. So, oh shit, let me pull up the Red Ranger
You
Rangers.
underestimate Tex's headbutts.
Because I don't remember you guys' abilities.
My ability is crying and being the center of attention.
That's true. There we
And
go.
talking.
I can be really childish.
Okay, wait. Where is everything? God damn it. Fuck,
I can kill a bunch of things. I'm
And-
very combat
Somebody
oriented.
can hold the whole room hostage.
Alright, so you guys are
Not
kind of...
that I'm bitter.
You guys are basically in front of a giant door with lasers. And you guys really have
My
no
favorite
way of
things.
getting out of here because that elevator's pretty bad off. Plus there's like
I
a
can't
dead
do
alien in
amazing
there.
gymnastics to
It's
the
got a
other
new
side.
coating of blood.
Yeah, like, you guys don't want to stand in that. Like, in fact, like, Sega Tasantro's, like, gi is, like, covered in spots of blood from accidentally smashing that alien into the
He
elevator
looks
with
like
you guys.
Ken now. He
I
looks like
dip
Ken
my
Masters.
fingers into the blood and proceed to paint war paint onto my face to make me more dominating and
Of
hardened.
course. And so,
Valid.
in order to press forward, you guys need to figure out how to open the door.
We can use
Die.
Sarge's head. It's awfully big.
He's got a point. His head's bigger than ours.
How would that help you open a door?
Wait. Well, I mean, battering ram. Hello, big head. Oh, but no. Does Lopez have his grenade launcher?
You're right, I do.
Mayhaps he blow it up.
I will recommend looking around the room a little bit to see if there's any
I
other
saw the
option.
Console. I was going to mention the console.
I was going to mention the console, but then I got lost in Simmons' eyes.
They've just been standing there.
So,
Romantic
I
steering
was
contest.
going to mention the
Okay, wait,
console, but then
so to try and rein everyone in real quick, what's everyone doing specifically?
Okay, after I've dipped my fingers into the blood and proceeded to paint more paint on my face, I am now at the console attempting to access the console and apparently to be altered by Sakata.
He was just looking over your shoulder to see what you're doing because he doesn't know what technology is.
Okay. I will assume my position here.
A full
Lopez is
10 feet
examining the
away.
laser doors.
Are you planning on throwing rocks at the cons? Okay.
I'll move here, I guess. It's just creepy with him
It
standing
really
there.
is. That
Alright.
looks creepy.
And the fact that he never really says anything but one phrase.
It could mean anything.
Don't worry, I'll translate.
Do not touch me. Okay. So I guess I am beep boop beeping this computer trying to open the door.
Let's see here. Let me see something.
Doesn't it make sense to have
If it doesn't
Lopez?
work, can I shoot it? Will it open? If I shoot it, will it open?
If you do that, you'd get a token.
Oh dear.
I think I'll do that. Traditional action movie sequence. I will shoot the console because once it breaks, everything opens, right?
Okay, so
To be fair, that
need
would
the
be a
token
decent
anyway.
Tex got a
failsafe.
token by interfering with a reliable action.
A
And the,
reliable action is using the console.
and the door
That
does
blasted
and the door
thing.
does not open.
So the console's busted now, isn't it?
Well, it did get shot.
Sagan just kind of like stood back, like after you shot it. He's like, "What's this guy doing?"
Lopez is
I
running
didn't
over,
know
screaming, "No, no, no, no!"
Hey,
So, let's see.
maybe you can stick your USB or your drive into its USB port.
Let it be
You know,
known that I hate you.
Let's see here.
Make
That sounds pretty cool.
make them sweet bites.
Wait, I'm great with
I will
USB.
kill you in your
Maybe
sleep.
you should let me handle it.
I'm
So
trying.
Lopez goes over and inspects the damage to see if the console's even still usable.
The console,
You see,
luckily,
that's
the console luckily still is
that's the
functioning.
problem. It has a hole in it.
There's your problem right there.
This motherfucker.
Lopez just slowly brings his hand up to his face.
So, and by the way, I forgot. Lopez is a robot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why I told him to stick his drive in its USB port.
So let's see.
And that's why Lopez hates Tex now.
Let's see here.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
Listen, if anyone's plugging anything into any ports or tiny holes, I'm great with that. Let me help you out here.
Let's see here. How many?
Simmons, give me a moment, love. I've got to go help these men.
Simmons kind of like is kind of grateful that you're moving away now. Kind of backs up, and now you're in him. God damn it! Ain't that kind of
Backs up
show?
into lightish.
Okay, so he kind of bump into each other, and then he just kind of scurries away over here.
No more words. I love you. If Simmons rejects me, don't I get a turn?
Oh, you're right. You do get a token for. Wait, no, let me read that for sure. You failed to reacting at cast aside. Yes.
Oh my god, I've just realized where my light turns is. Tex, how would you like to test if those lasers are lethal?
Oh God.
Wouldn't it be the most appropriate to see
Well-
Lopez do that?
No, because I'm endangering Tex.
Wait, yeah. If you throw me into him, I can take no damage from it by using a token to shake off a beating like it's nothing.
So I can just shove you into a laser door and you'll be fine.
So is this the course of action we're going with?
Sure.
He's going to use me to like interrupt the signal of the lasers.
No, I'm testing if they're lethal.
Okay, so Green uses a light turn, endangers someone instead of accomplishing something. And so
I'm pretty sure there's a solid door in the way, though.
Tex is thrown into the lasers. There's a nasty zapping noise. There's a
But I
nasty...
use
Go
I
ahead.
use a token to shake to complete a heavy turn to shake off a beating like it's nothing.
Okay, so like there's like a nasty zapping noise, but he's like just kind of like standing in it now, and he's fine. But the door isn't really opening. But you've gotten past at least Texas and the lasers.
There was a big door in the way. So are the laser? Are you alive in there?
Ah,
That's a shame.
He's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Lopez, you made me madder than a no-legged Ethiopian watching a donut roll down a hill.
That metaphor broke down quickly, I feel.
So,
Lopez just responds with "bite me."
let's see here. I'm trying to figure out some way you can use a turn to get through this.
Well, considering like all of mine are like basically brute force.
I will. Okay.
Guys, let's talk to the console about its failings.
I'm going to murder all of you.
You can't murder us if we're already dead, mate.
It is going to be cathartic when you all die.
I would like to use a regular turn to remind Lopez of the task at hand, which is trying to open the door and not cause bodily harm upon his fellow team.
Fair enough.
Is that an actual turn you have?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Okay, so please review some of your turns and try and figure out a way to get this console to open the door. The console is the key to opening the door, not shooting it. But I will say,
there's a turns I have that can do it.
I will say that other actions like hitting it could result in something, but you got to figure out a turn to make that happen.
Well, I guess I can display a reckless fighting technique by using the butt of my gun to repeatedly bash the console.
The downside to that is that it's reckless,
Lopez-
so...
Lopez officially hates you for destroying this technology.
Let me... wait. Let's see, what's the one that I have?
If there was a relationship meter between Lopez and Tex, it would have turned into a sword pointed at Tex.
Okay. What if I used frighten another with an impressive technique and actually, like...
What are you trying to
use
frighten?
the console?
The console?
Let's say Simmons with my huge intellect.
Wait.
That's not the only thing
Let
that
me
you
look
can
at this
try
again.
to fight.
Wait.
Frighten another with an impressive feat. It doesn't necessarily have to be combat.
You
Just
know,
a
that
feat.
is very fair. So yeah, I will allow this. And you get a friggin' token for it too. Like,
Jesus.
I hotwire
Guys,
the
save some
computer
for me.
and then hack into the system and shut down the doors and the lasers.
Simmons is like in awe and like, it's like, I never knew someone could be this good and looks so stupid. Looks really can be deceiving.
Say that to my face, cupcake. Wait, hold on.
So let's see here. So after that, you hear like a sound. Oh,
Say
crap.
that to my face, cupcake.
You destroyed whatever that is. I don't know if that's a light or a turret.
All right, the door
camera.
is open. Now, here's a problem though. There's a camera there. You don't know what'll happen if that camera sees you. Actually, no. Correction. It's I forgot. It's a turret, not a camera.
Oh, so I was right the first time.
Yeah. So as long as you're not within that little end of the cone, it doesn't see you.
Either way, Lopez is just gonna take a couple steps away.
And also, the room ahead is extremely dark, other than the lights lining your pathway.
Mr. Dungeon Master, sir, I would like to use another heavy token to clear the way of enemies or adversaries by shooting this turret and blowing it up.
I thought we were gonna sneak up to it and punch it.
All right, let's see. There you go. And so, describe your action now specifically, like narrative-wise, like story-wise.
Okay. So moving from my position, I lead the turret away from the rest and pop it before it has a chance to get in my range, I guess.
All right, that works for me.
Hitting its circuit breakers.
So let me get rid of that for you guys so you know it's gone.
Severing its ocular receptor
and you hear like a small like explosion and staticky noises and electricity snapping, and it's gone. You know, it's well, not gone, but that my power of narrative control, it is now gone.
Well, this is gonna go over and investigate what little bit of salvage is there.
Okay, so
Let's see if there's anything useful for him.
there
He
is
is a robot.
absolutely nothing
Lopez, I
useful
apologize
for
shooting your
humans.
sister.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a human.
Yes, I forgot you were a robot. So
I apologize for shooting your sister.
I hate you.
Whoa, Tex. You cannot assume that turret's gender.
I'm
Oh, my
going to
bad.
kill both of you.
I apologize for killing your relative.
There you go. That's better.
Lopez's eye just twitches in anger.
okay, so Sarge kind of
He
like
has nothing to say.
Sarge kind of walks up. He's like, "Oh, you guys did it! I had no clue what to do. I was getting kind of worried. I don't know buttons and machines." And Texas just,
Yes, that was in the power of
Which
friendship.
is funny because he's the one that fixed Lopez.
but he doesn't know
He's
how
the
he.
one that
Here's the thing,
completed
though. He
Lopez.
in Red vs. Blue, though, he doesn't know how he does it. He just does it.
Yeah,
That's the
does
thing.
it, yeah.
And so you guys kind of.
incapable with technology, and he still fixes things.
All right, so as you guys approach the hallway, you see more down the hallway.
I see another one of your relatives down the hallway.
I'm going to throw you in front of it.
Already? You didn't?
Hey, is this one your mom? I apologize in advance for,
Misgendering
up.
any of your relatives.
Lopez just slowly puts a hand on his grenade launcher.
Hey, save that for the shower. Don't nobody want to see that.
You can show it to me.
Lopez is officially 100% done. He just runs up and flips the turret off. I'm gonna act as decoy.
Wait, here's a question. Wait, what are you guys seeing at the moment?
Black
We see
screen.
Actually, I see the hallway with the turret at the end.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I see just the black part where Lopez is just kind of like standing in the abyss.
I'm standing in front of a turret.
To me, he's standing in a hallway and there's a big turret at the end.
God damn it, really?
I don't know.
That's
I
well.
can see the whole map.
Wow,
So it
that's
officially
weird.
worked for Tex, but not for us.
Yeah, that's strange. Like, because it's all blacked out for him. I was going to reveal it slowly as you guys were going through. Alright, so
Well, I can
I'm
actually see
special.
everything
You're not.
because I'm Australian.
Lopez is a robot, so
alright, well, I might as well.
Hey, now
that
it's
one's up to
revealed.
you.
Yeah, I just did that. I'll go ahead and just fucking
So-
delete this shit then, since you guys can see it anyway.
All right. So I guess I'll take advantage of his
As will I.
decoyness.
Oh, that's right. You acted as a
And
decoy.
I-
Do you get a token for
Yeah.
being a decoy?
No, that's regular
Okay,
time.
gotcha.
I will move over here and I will take out his brother.
Could be his sister.
Lopez is seriously going to blow you up. He's seriously considering it.
Okay, so you're doing the same thing. Wait, what are you doing exactly?
What I did the last time, use a token and clear the way of adversaries.
All right, we're actually getting token use now. All right, time to get rid of that turret. There we go.
Yeah, because Tex has 5 billion tokens.
He really does, and he earned like another one as soon as he used the other one. Let me turn you guys around too, so you guys are facing the right direction when you turn the corner.
Don't tell me what direction and face.
I really do apologize for killing all your family members. It must, not be easy.
Is
It's
Tex
been
just like
hard
a?
on you people.
At this point, Lopez has turned his audio units off. He's officially no longer listening.
At this like is Tex just like a really homicidal like Larry the Cable Guy essentially?
No, I think at this point he's just probably fed up with all the straight combat and just needs a nap.
Wait. All right, so
He
Sarge
talks
is
with
kind of like
sarcasm.
Sarge is kind of walking through. I was like, I don't really remember this place, and I kind of like had most of this place built. I don't remember this being here.
Really, it reminds me of your mom's house.
It looks like it was closed off a long. Looks like it was closed off a long time ago.
Also, like your mom's house.
Specifically, her bedroom.
Simmons kind of like pushes past Lightish and starts going like in here, but doesn't notice. Doesn't realize there's a turret here, and he catches its line of sight.
Can I rescue him? Simmons, my love.
I'm gonna take
I'll use
another
heavy turn to take out the turret before he has a chance to
get killed. Wait. 1 person at a time. Okay, Lightish, what are you doing?
Tackling Simmons to the ground to protect him with my love.
Alright,
I was gonna shove Simmons past the turret's arc.
Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way for turns to work in this. Let's see. I'm gonna count that as a light turn.
Thank you.
Show a soft spot for a person at the wrong time. Because you're doing it with love. And so you do like barrel this way into each other. Okay, so the turret is like the turret's trying to turn around to shoot at them, so continue trying to destroy the turret.
Alright, I will use another heavy token, or token to complete a heavy turn to
take
take out the turret.
For that one.
What's that?
Before,
for my light turn I just gained, you gave me a heart.
Yeah.
Before it locks onto them with its ocular sensors.
Gotcha. So, boom.
You get your ocular sensors off my perfect ass.
I was gonna throw a grenade launcher at it.
Just the whole grenade launcher? You're just gonna
throw
you don't throw
grenades?
Okay.
At this point, eccentric fighting technique is just throwing things, because that's all I can do.
He's Dempsey.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we said before a while ago.
But more reliable.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're faced with
I'm Dempsey 2.0.
You're faced with like a red laser wall.
Well, that's different from the green laser wall.
Yeah, like that might be a thing.
Unless one of us is colorblind.
And Simmons kind of like struggles under you. He kind of struggles under you, trying to get you like off of him, but like you're kind of insistent that he stays there.
It might not be safe. Stay.
So Sarge kind of like walks up and he's like, oh, what in Sam Hill is all these things? Red laser walls.
Let me stick my head into the laser.
I'm gonna use a light turn to take the brunt of somebody else's burden and help Simmons up reluctantly.
Why are you singing it? And Sarge just sticking their heads into the laser.
Let's see, the brunt. So you have I'll accept that. Which means that you're considering Lightish to be a burden. And you also have a heart.
I stand, mate.
And now he also has a heart as well.
And the implementation, I guess, is that I essentially trade places. Because that's the way I read it.
So you like fell on top of Lightish in order to replace Simmons?
Wait, so now you're on top of me? Well, hey there, soldier boy.
Honestly, I feel like we're not even playing a game and that we're actually in someone's fan fiction at this point. Because that's fucking fantastic.
Apparently we're in Aisha's fan fiction because he was mentioning that at the beginning.
Wait, what was that?
Well, I needed to regain a token.
You have like 1 million! Do you really need more right now?
Can you donate them to me?
Like,
no, I can't give my tokens away.
I can!
Okay, so you see like a hand console and stuff, and it's working, but like this place looks old. You don't know if that even works or who it even, like, if your handprint will even open it, so, but you guys can choose to do something.
Wait, come back, we're in love.
Simmons feels oddly jealous.
I already missed you, Simmons. But I see that I was a burden. Rejection earns me another token, mate.
Oh, that's right.
Can I please
That's right. I feel so bad for Lopez. He's got 4.
I have to stand out of the way of their tokens now.
I wish it like
Because they
stacked
don't
under
wrap.
their. I wish it stacked
Yeah,
like
they
lower.
need to wrap.
Oh. It's like fourth wall now, where it's like, oh shit, you run into their tokens as you walk by.
Yeah, I get smacked in the face by their tokens.
Just another reminder of how few you have.
How much of a failure you view
This
yourself?
is part of the reason Lopez hates everyone.
Okay,
Listen,
so
mate, I know a thing or two about giant hand consoles from back in the Great Australian War and the Aussie Army. The one against the kangaroos and the koalas and the emus. So listen, I got this. I'm gonna ask it about its feelings.
okay, let me take a look at
Lopez
this.
just turns around and walks off. He's done.
Okay,
I'm going to pat the hand console with my own hand.
oh wait, Katie, you have a chance to gain a light token since Lopez kind of like walked away.
I do. I can give light tokens.
Yeah,
Lopez
Specific-
has his arms crossed.
specifically
He's
the one at the-
specifically facing the wrong way.
specifically the one at the bottom.
No, you don't get my light tokens. They're mine. I can only give light tokens in special situations. That is my special situation.
No, I was saying you can get a light token.
Oh,
The very bottom one.
I'll do it. Fuck yeah. Why doesn't someone take me seriously?
It's a token for that. Like Linus gets a token every time she asks
Every
someone.
time I ask why somebody doesn't take me seriously.
Well,
So this person's asking a question as well, so you guys are free to answer it. Or not.
Who's asking a question? I asked a question.
You asked a question so they can answer your question.
No.
Lopez has nothing to say.
Listen, mate. I'm sorry we had to kill your family. But you gotta get over yourself. Do you know how many of my ancestors died in the Great Australian War? All of
Lopez now
them.
has both hands on his grenade launcher.
My mother and my father died before they could give birth to me.
That's pretty extreme. Sarge
That's
kind
what
of
they
like
said when it happened, mate.
Sarge walks over and like pats you on the shoulder. He's like, I didn't know, son.
It was very hard on us all.
I would like to bring up the
alive,
topic
like,
that if both her mother and her father are dead, how is she even in existence?
Right, and then Sega Sanshiro walks over and he's like, Sega Sanshiro, and pats you on the shoulder as well.
I know, mate. I know. I'm thinking about
Alright,
it
well
every
that's
day.
going on.
Simmons
I'll
takes a
frighten
step forward,
Simmons
but then it's like,
again.
Simmons takes a step forward and he's just like, and stays there instead of walking over. Okay, so
I'm
Tex,
gonna
what are you
frighten
doing?
Simmons again with my intellect by hacking this console and shutting down the lasers.
That's what I can take.
Let's see.
And I'll
Frighten
keep
another with an
everybody
impressive
distracted with
feat.
my crying.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out.
By the way, that's a light turn, Jeff.
Oh, what is?
Everyone's paying attention to me because I'm crying.
Lopez isn't.
I'm not. I'm focused on the console.
In fact, if I could rotate myself around, I would.
Well, okay, so the token is demand someone pays attention to you right this moment.
Lopez, pay attention to me, I'm crying!
Okay, now that's a token. Alright, let me. Oh shit, one second. But like, are you guys able to give yourselves tokens?
I think we should be able to, actually.
Yeah,
That would make my job so much easier if you guys can do that.
yeah, that's an option we can
Right.
do.
How do we do that?
Okay, so
Yeah, we can.
Nice.
Left click on your sprite and then go down to the little button below the gear symbol.
Yeah, there's a little button at the
And
bottom of
that's
the
okay.
screen.
tokens.
Glass.
Okay,
Whoops.
got it.
Accidentally putting notes
Okay.
on Lopez for a second.
Alright, so you're attempting to hack the thing, right?
Yeah, I'm using the frighten another with an impressive feat, using the same thing to try. I am intimidating Simmons with my impressive intellect.
Okay, well, this time I
By
want you to
hacking.
specifically describe how you're intimidating him as you do this. Like, how is this
If you could please describe it in a sexy voice, that'd be great.
Like, how is it intimidating to him?
I'm imagining he's just glaring at Simmons while he does this.
Like I mainly kind of let it slide on the last one because you guys were trapped in a literal room.
Hey, and I described what happened. You just didn't hear it.
All right, so go ahead and like describe how you're doing this intimidating hack.
Oh Lord, I don't know computer stuff. Because last time my description was I hotwired the console. Okay, so let's see. Well, I assume that Simmons is a smarty pants, right? Because
Very
if he's
much.
anything like he is in the show. Okay. Well, I feel like that he would be intimidated by anybody who is smarter than him in some aspects, because he would feel as though he was a failure to Sarge. So,
Okay.
Are the buttons on the side of the handprint, are they keys or are they just glowy?
I'll say that they are keys.
Okay. So, I will use my immense knowledge of computers that I actually don't have in real life, and run different algorithms, I guess, and source codes to try to hack the console to shut down the lasers.
My favorite thing is you trying to like use technical terms.
Hey,
I mean,
you
you're
know
not
what?
too far off. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, ha ha ha. Make fun of the guy who doesn't use computers that often.
All right, so after that, the lasers shut down. Oh crap!
You accidentally deleted that. What is that, anyways?
It's just like a stain. 1 second, moving that.
Texture.
Putting the stain. God is putting the stain back. There you go.
Thank God. I was worried.
All right.
Sarge just created ghost
Oh,
stains.
shit, guys. Turret.
Oh, there is a turret there. I didn't see that, actually. I didn't pay attention to that at all.
Aha!
I saw it.
Okay,
My
so
character out, but I. Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. You were saying.
okay, so Sega Sancho just kind of like walks up, not noticing the turret. It starts firing at him, and it hits him several
Bull's
times.
Just paying off.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
just like, I'm not worried about him.
And then he just kind of keeps walking this way, like with no problem. And Sarge actually attempts to do the same thing, but it immediately fires at him and he jumps out of the way.
Sarge, careful, mate. I know that technology. That's kangaroo technology. They use the same
So
thing in
this-
the Great War.
So this whole time, Lopez has just been remaining silent, and he is officially done with everything and flings his grenade launcher at the turret.
The turret turns to start shooting towards the moving grenade launcher, but it doesn't have time to react, and so like it hits it. It fires off one bullet and misses, and then kind of just turns off. But the light's still on, so it's just kind of like stuck there now.
I'm going to go retrieve my grenade launcher now.
Alright, so before you guys see these strange suits in a luminescence of sorts. Kind of like on a way to make you go, ooh, what's that?
Hey,
Oh,
Black.
that
my
looks
favorite
plot relevant.
And Sarge kind of like walks up, he's like, oh, what the... They stopped making these a long time ago.
What the hell are these things?
I love how Linus is observing, but she's clear across the area.
I can see them from where I am, mate. What if there's another turret?
I just see her like, well, him, her, whatever. At this point,
It.
with like your hands,
Give
it up.
your hands kind of like above your eyes, kind of like looking in the distance, like, well,
Yeah.
this is the. I
That
just,
sure is something, mate.
but it starts like, they stopped making these a long time ago. Like, what in Sam Hill? Like, what are these doing down here? Where are we?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say, hallway. Granny hallway.
Well, Sarge doesn't really know how to react to Lidish's like frankness, but and kind of just like brushes him off, like
Well, he's not wrong.
yeah. But Sarge isn't one for logic, so he just kind of like, ignores you. And like Simmons, realizes that he's next to you and like takes a step back.
Wait, no, come back, Simmons.
Simmons takes 10 more feet back.
And so like you guys
Simmons, what
are.
about us?
So you guys are kind of looking at these suits. They look like they might function still, and like they're clearly similar to like what Sarge is wearing to a degree. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna poke it.
At the very least, it's more protection in this area. I say I'm going to equip the black one.
All right,
What if I wanted the black one?
so when Lidish like when Lidish poked the armor, it like kind of shined for a second and then slowly and then quickly like turned off. So it's reacting, but it doesn't seem to wanna. It might need more to do what it needs to do.
In the meantime, Lopez is just staring into the visor of it, attempting to learn its secrets. He
just
thinks
like-
it's a robot.
He's just like, is anyone in there? Like,
This is Lopez. Please send help. These humans are crazy.
He's trying to send out an SOS on the radio.
Oh, hey, look, it's your mom.
let's see here. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
so
trying-
want to backhand
I
you
didn't
with a
realize
grenade
Lopez
launcher.
Let's see here. Oh, also, I'm gonna give you guys this.
Being snarky.
I'm gonna give you guys this option. You don't even have to choose the color that you actually even are supposed to be. Like, I know it's
Lopez himself is green.
yeah, like I'm fine with it. Like, whatever. Okay, let's just continue. Anyway,
Lopez chose green because it matches what his actual color is.
okay,
He's
so
got green hair and green eyes. Might as well.
well, everyone seems to like their favorite color anyways, so you might as well just keep
so I
it.
gotta pick the lightish red one because it's
We're
my.
automatically drawn towards our own.
When Linus says that, Sarge is like, "No, you mean the pink one?"
It's lightish red.
No, you're. Sarge is like, "No, you're Linus red."
Yes, I am lightish red.
Lopez is going to go back
Why-
over to the stairs and drag Sarge away from this.
Sarge's like, "Why are you talking about yourself? That's nothing to do with what's going on."
He's protesting as he's being dragged into the corner.
He's still like waving a finger at you two as he's like doing this. And so, okay, so what do you guys want to try and do to get this armor to work?
Well, is there like another console or anything that we have to interact with, or is it just kind of?
No, they're just kind of there.
Lopez is looking to see if the suit can be easily
Well, if it reacts
disassembled.
to touch, maybe.
Maybe we should have sex with it.
That's
course.
where I was going. Maybe look around on the armor for like a certain like activation switch or something. To maybe...
Okay, let me see here.
Well, I'm great at activating people. Hold on, I got this.
Meanwhile, Lopez is looking around for sections that can be taken off to see if it can be disassembled and easily put on.
Okay, so as
He's
like
figured out that it is not a robot.
as Lopez is like finally. As Lopez is messing with the armor, like it lights up even more as he touches two hands to it. And,
Oh, you like that, baby? You want more?
and like the clasps on the armor actually like come undone as he touches it with both
Oh,
hands.
he likes that very much.
So the
Basically
arm just
what I
fell off,
said.
didn't it?
Well, you like touched it like with one hand, basically, is what I'm getting at.
You don't know what I did.
Your face doesn't know what you did. Anyway,
That's
so
a great comeback.
Lopez's armor like opened up, and now as you guys are doing that, you see a familiar face appear down the other where you guys came from.
Oh, wait a moment.
He's like,
Hold
oh,
on a second here.
and you hear. No, wait 1 second. Why did I drag text in here? 1 second. There was like another text.
I didn't even notice. I was so busy looking at the imposters.
And so like you hear Tucker like shout like, hey, they're in here, guys! Like these motherfuckers came in here.
What's wrong? What's wrong, beautiful?
I can control 2 of me.
And so you have no drag that back down there. That's for later.
I have 2 of me.
Get back here, Lopez. Wait, can I control? I can!
Oh no, what have I done?
That's what I'm saying. It's just us again.
Well, here's the thing, like, I
Double
accidentally
boxes.
dragged, like, an extra sprite of regular text, though. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I was too busy looking at the armor.
And so,
Tex's twin brother, also named Tex.
Tucker has shown up with his
Hey.
tabs.
Hey, soldier boy.
He kind of,
You
like,
miss
winks.
me?
He's like, hey.
Miss me?
He's like, yeah, I'd say I missed you. You know, like, I hate it when you go, but I love watching you walk away.
Oh, you know exactly what to say to me.
Are they going to be attacking?
Yes, but you have, like, things you can do.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Excuse me, I'm suggesting Tucker.
Well, no, like, I've set this up in a very, like, tropey way.
oh,
kind of putting like a big red like X on where I want you guys to go.
I think I know what you're getting at, but I'm going to solve this in a very low-pacing manner and just fire my grenade launcher one-handed at them. Not even looking at them, I just
since you won't let me do what I want.
Well, you can do what you want. I don't
Fill up the armor.
You can do
Fill
what
it
you
with
can...
both hands.
I've just
Oh my god, really? Are we really having this argument right now? You can do what the hell you want. Like, I'm letting you guys do it. I'm just pointing out how you guys are immediately breaking everything I tried to do.
Yeah, can I point out I've just blown up these 3.
Let's see, which ones?
These 3.
Okay, well, Tucker's like, oh shit, and jumps out of the way.
He forgot I had a grenade launcher.
Seriously, though, I will fill up the armor with both hands to try to open mine.
So, like, it unclasps, like, Lopez's.
That's what you want.
Oh my god.
Well, fine.
I should also point out, during that whole sequence, I never looked away from the armor. Lopez is just drawn to it.
And so, like, the armor unclasps like Lopez's armor does, so for Tex. And so, like, it seems like you can just kind of get in there now.
I don the armor.
Okay. As you don the armor...
Lopez continues looking at the visor for a moment, and then
Here,
puts on the
1
armor.
second, because I just realized, like, you guys have a shit ton of tokens I gotta add to these armors.
I only have 4.
Alright, and then yours is to the snail. I'm so glad that, like, there's this option in Roll20 to do this. Because I was not going to keep a piece of paper to do this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Then we got that all taken care of. Okay, so you don the armor, and let's go ahead and delete that. It kind of pulls you into it. Like, it pretty much forces itself closed. As it happens, like, steam kind of, like, shoots from the armor. And your screen, like, your visor fills up with a HUD displaying, like, various technological things. Think Iron Man. That's what we're going to go with.
About half of that is probably on Lopez to begin with.
Yeah.
Lopez is like, I don't feel any different.
Yeah, like he's just in armor
My
now.
vision has not changed at all. All it's changed is that I'm in armor.
Okay, and since this is your first time gearing up, I'm not going to make you pay the heavy turn to transform, essentially.
Transform.
So now I'm back down to 3.
Especially since I said you're not going to pay for it. And especially since, like, in Power Rangers and stuff, your first appearance is basically you're at 9,000 essentially.
It's a given.
So, Lopez, what do you do?
What was that?
What?
Did you not hear that random noise that just happened?
No.
I heard a squeak.
Victor got murdered.
I didn't hear it.
Nobody else heard that.
No.
Okay.
I heard a squeak.
Yeah, that.
My cat.
That was
Okay.
probably what it was, but it was extraordinarily loud for me.
Okay, so
For me, it was kind of like.
Lopez, what do you want to do?
You can't climb up a wall, baby.
His armor is opened up at this point as well, but he continues looking at the visor for a few moments before putting on the armor.
Okay.
Lopez has been uncharacteristically not Lopez.
Alright, so
He's
beep
been
boop,
acting like an actual robot.
beep boop. Beep boop. There we go. And so now, Linus, you see that like they're in like that weird like armor you were looking at, and Simmons is like kind of like marveling at this technology, and Sarge really doesn't know what the hell's going on. Like he understands that it's like similar armor to what he's wearing, but like his doesn't make cool steam shoot out of it and have like a cool HUD. In fact, he's pretty sure that like he's actually like got stains and stuff on the visor on the inside. Because he tends to, like, spit in his own visor.
Jealous.
That doesn't surprise me.
Be jealous.
And so, Linus,
Cool.
what do you plan to do since these... I want to point out, by the way, the one grenade shot killed 2 of them. This one's kind of fine. Like, it just kind of moved over.
It's missing a leg.
And,
No, it's missing a foot.
yeah, there you go. It's just missing a foot. It's, like, hobbling. And then Tucker's just kind of like, dude... What is with you guys? Like, just shooting and, like, explosives at people and breaking the windows.
You know, mate, I can't tell you.
What'd you say?
You know, mate, I can't tell you. I don't know why, he just likes to explode people. Sometimes me included.
That's because I had to live with Sarge for too long.
There's like, what are you ridiculous people? Like we know you're Reds, but, like... You 3 seem specifically main character-y.
I know, weird, right?
They're superpower bitches.
It's like,
Now,
also,
why
like, you
did
guys get...
come
You
in
guys...
here if you weren't planning on attacking us.
Wait, it's like, this isn't fair. You guys get cool, like, robot armor and stuff? Like, we don't get cool robot armor.
You get a tank in the next episode! What are you complaining about?
And then, like, and he's like, all I can do is, like, give birth to these alien babies, and
That's his power.
my life is just so like sad.
No more words, Tucker. No more words.
He's actually like a little depressed now. Actually, like
I'm gonna comfort him for a light turn.
one of the aliens like walks over and puts his like hand on his shoulder, like, it's okay, Mom.
I'm comforting him too.
And then this one right here like looks really mean though, and he like points a gun at Lightish, like trying to remind Tucker what they're there for.
What did I do?
You know, this whole time Lopez has just been looking down at his hands and running diagnostics on the armor.
It's like the tablet walks up to Lightish and like shoves Lightish like back with the gun, like kind of like just shoves it into him.
Whoa, fucking rude! You're gonna let your kid treat me like that?
He's like, no, he's right. You guys, we're here to kill you. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious.
I thought we had something, Tucker. I thought we had was real.
we did, but the time's passed. Like, I've moved on, baby.
Is it my turn?
Baby, it was like 10 minutes ago.
Alright, is it my turn?
Yeah, I did get pushed. I mean,
yeah, like, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm gonna use a token for a heavy turn. I'm going to kill all these tabs.
All the tabs?
Yes, because clear the way of adversaries during a brawl.
Tucker can always make more tabs if need be.
I will argue that I would argue that the brawl hasn't even started, but
I mean, I'm not in.
Well, technically, she got pushed by a tab that said, "Hey, we're gonna kill you," and he was wielding a gun.
I love how that indicates a brawl.
But usually,
it's like, whoa, bro.
Things have escalated.
That sounds like a fight at my high school. Anyway, and then like later on at lunch, they're telling like the other kids, like, I got into a fight. Anyway, I'm not gonna kill all the tabs, but I will say at least these two are down.
One needs to be injured, like critically. Well, not like critically, but like.
Well, I'll say that it.
Okay, the one that got the foot shot off, he gets
this guy's now missing his entire leg.
Wait. One at a time. What's going on?
Okay, you said there was one that was kind of hobbling along.
Yeah, this one just blew off its foot.
That one gets shot in the knee and he's like crawling on the ground.
Oh, so he's still alive. I love how like he's just like horribly maimed now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but this one is dead.
Yeah, okay, so he's like, oh, why? And he's just kind of like crawling in like small like path of blood is like following him.
It's actually kind of sad.
I know, right?
Well, kind of bad for him.
Next turn, I'll end your misery.
And so, and that was a heavy turn, correct?
Yes.
Let me see here.
And you already took away the token. It was the kind of lightning bolt shape.
Oh, I just realized I'm allowed to write turns for characters as well. Hey, I like that. Anyway, that's my special turn. Let's see.
This one's dead.
Okay. All right. So you used a heavy turn. Okay. So you used a heavy turn. So I'm gonna use a light turn. Tucker like comes over here and grabs Lightish and like hostage style, like arm around the neck, and like gun to his head.
And we still had something.
And let's see, and that is reminding you of a offering an opportunity with a choice or cost. So he's like, okay, stand back, like you guys, you come with me, or I'm gonna kill your friend.
We're not really friends, mate. I mean, we go to class together.
Like, fine, acquaintance. I feel like this person... You know what? I didn't really think this through. You guys don't really care about this person, do you?
Not really. they don't, mate. Maybe Simmons.
Segata walks up and puts his hand on his shoulder, like, good try.
Well,
I'm gonna make it Simmons, though. Like, maybe Simmons cares.
Because I have a regular turn that I can try to protect someone in need.
Ah, there you go. Nice job.
Like, and like instead of Lightish getting grabbed, I throw myself in between.
I would say you can even argue that you can just get Lightish away from him, period, and not have to take his place.
Yeah.
Alright, so just give me a specific description, though.
Okay, so from my vantage point here, I see Tucker try to come up behind Lightish, so I run and tackle him / her out of the way.
You know, guys, if you just listen, you knew what my gender would be.
Him. Out of the way. And
so Lightish like gets pushed away, and like Lightish kind of stumbles and gets dangerously close to these lasers. And Tucker gets pushed into Segata Sanshiro, who then, not really a fan of getting stuff pushed into him, like puts his arms around Tucker and judo throws him over here.
And he explodes twice.
Oh, 1 second.
Just trying to take me hostage.
1 second. 1 second. I gotta do this. Oh, wait, no, not that one. This one. Alright, so, and then there's like an explosion. And after like a couple more seconds, there's another explosion.
Jeez.
You forget, it's always, the rule is, you get the judo throw and you explode twice.
He explodes twice.
And so Tucker, like, managed to survive that somehow. And he just kind of stumbles around.
Somehow he's not paced.
Like, he's covered in soot and stuff, and it's just like, what the hell happened? And he's clearly dizzy. Now, you used a regular turn, correct? I don't think there's anything special for me to do when you do a regular turn.
No regular turn. I don't lose anything, but I don't gain it.
Okay, let's see here. And so, with that, the tabs point their guns at Tex and fire, actually.
Tex!
And so,
Okay.
Lopez, do you have anything you wish to do?
What?
I can defend myself.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to get, like,
Okay.
other
Yeah,
people
He's
involved.
doing turn order.
I'm checking something.
Oh, hey, Tiger and Bunny's getting a second season.
Really? Forget this game. We need to talk about that now. Like, that's exciting.
That's what it says.
Wait. I'm turning the stream up. No, I'm kidding. That's amazing, though. Oh,
I'm
wait.
still only seeing the first half of season 1.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you haven't seen the second half.
Somebody only has the
That's a
first
light turn that I have.
Yeah, you were in for a shock when you finally get to see season 1. Shit gets real.
I love it, though.
Right, and,
So,
Somebody
Lopez has
finally
finally
forgot to
finished
let
his
me know that that was only
diagnostics.
the first half of season 1. Wonder who that would be.
okay, Lopez, what were you saying? And yes, I know.
Lopez has finally finished his diagnosis, but not in the way that he wants. He accidentally shuts himself down during that and just flops behind that.
Wait.
Failed to react and is cowering.
You failed to react and
Lopez
cower.
just shut down entirely, and he's now fallen behind the stage.
Oh my god, Lopez. Give yourself a token for that. Sadly enough. This is the least epic Power Rangers come together moment I've ever
I'm
witnessed.
still not transformed, guys.
So I've been shot at, right?
Tex is the
Yes.
only competent member. Lopez is occasionally competent when he wants to
Okay.
be.
I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about. I'm always competent.
So since he doesn't want to protect me, I'll protect
Isn't it my
myself.
turn?
Oh yeah,
It is,
also,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
Lightus,
could
you-
also construe that as
That's-
instead of you go on.
Should we like start doing like an initiative roll for like how we do things so everyone
I
knows?
think maybe we should.
I think, yeah.
All right. Well, for right now, we're not going to worry about it, but for future, that's what we will probably do.
Whoa.
So, Lightus, your turn.
Well, I just got almost thrown into lasers
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
by my own teammate.
Well, fine. Next time I'll let you get to the hostage
Whoa. Hold on.
and not get
Did
shot
you just
at.
try to take me
which
hostage? Did you just try to fucking take me hostage?
Tucker's like still disoriented, and he's like has like an arm out to keep you like at arm's length and to steady himself at the same time. And he's like, yeah, like I'm trying to kill you. Like, isn't that obvious? Like, jeez.
I thought what we had was special, but apparently, no. Apparently, your job is more important than us.
Poor Tucker.
I fucking see how it is. I am taking the car and the children. Come on, children. We are going to my mother's.
This tab here like takes a step forward, and then takes a step back. Like, wait, no, that's not my mom.
For just a second.
And now I'm actually gonna get in my armor.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh crap, that's the wrong thing.
Meanwhile, there's a pile of limbs named Lopez behind the table. Or behind
And there
the
are
stage.
apparently 2 bullets that have slowed down in time.
Yeah, this whole time the bullets have just been...
Like,
Don't worry about it.
It was like
doesn't
the
have to be real time.
It was like the fastest argument that's ever been had.
That took like a half second.
And so now, like, steam comes off of your armor, and you're now in armor, powered up, ready to go, and you're really pissed off because you're taking the kids with you.
I am taking the kids and the house.
and Tucker's like, "You bitch, you can't have the house. It's my house."
Try to take me hostage. Any judge in this court is gonna hear my side of the story and take it.
I like how it's not the car he cares about, it's the house.
Or the children, and he has actual children.
His actual children.
And so he points a pistol towards Lightish and fires, but it just kind of like dinks off the armor. This bullet moves faster than the other 2 bullets. It dinks off her armor, or her armor.
I must be in like a time warp where everything is just kind of like.
And so
Just feel slower because you're worried about the divorce.
we're gonna move on to Tech so he can get out of this time bubble and finally do something.
Okay, I'm gonna frighten another with an impressive feat by matrixing the bullet and then doing a back handspring to here.
Nice. All right, we'll say that like
Intimidate these 2.
I will say that it
events.
will intimidate this one for sure. This one startled but not intimidated. Like he's kind of full of himself.
And this one's just moaning.
Yeah, that one wants to die badly. Like that one seriously wants to die.
Out of his misery by like once I right myself in the back handspring, I just put a bullet in his head out of misery.
Let's see here.
Because I mean, he's not fighting because he's in.
I love how like you really want him to die because he is in pain.
We want to put him out of his misery.
Fine, I'll allow the mercy killing.
That
Even
can
though
also
we're the
count
ones
as
that
trying to
caused it.
protect someone in need.
Wait, what was that? Help someone in need?
I said, I guess that could kind of count as trying to protect someone in need.
I'll say that you've taken the brunt of someone else's burden and putting him out of his misery.
That'll work too.
Like
So bad for
the
that.
poor
But they were the
thing.
ones that caused it.
That poor sad thing.
And as he dies, he goes, "Thank you."
So like Sarge's like, what? Y'all are like, well, except for Lopez, y'all seem superpowered or something. I'm assuming.
Lopez, we don't really see a difference.
It's because he was already a robot.
There's something of great plot importance that you guys now have. Sega Testosterone kind of like stands like next to Sarge and he's just shaking his head like yes.
Excuse me.
And so you got 3 tabs and you got a Tucker who has finally regained his stability. I think
There's 3. I thought there was 2.
there's 2 tabs. There's a Tucker. So there's a Tucker alien baby and then there's a Tucker.
Okay, because you said there's 3 tabs in Tucker. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
He forgot that one of them was dead now.
Yeah. I forgot about the mercy killing. And so
You just slowly bleached that part of your memory.
So what's gonna happen here is that all 3 of them, Tucker and the 2 tabs, will actually pull out swords.
Ooh.
And this one lunges at Tex, while this one starts charging for Simmons.
Oh, the hell you won't.
And then Tucker wanted to fight somebody, but then he realized the only one close by is Segata, and he just got thrown, so he kind of stays where he is.
And it's floating.
He doesn't want to go through that again.
Yeah. He, like, took steps forward, and he was like, oh, no.
No, thank you.
And so...
Meanwhile, Lopez has just been slowly booting back up while nobody's been paying attention.
So, Lopez, what do you do?
I can't actually rotate right now. I have to move to rotate.
What will you do to pull yourself out of your funk?
He's worried about the divorce.
Stop that. I'm going to murder you in your sleep.
You gotta wait behind a whole line of people waiting to love.
So, But I don't know if I'm gonna bang my kneecaps on the stage or not doing what I'm about to do.
Let me see something real quick. You have squad turns as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, I was just looking at those, and they don't really. I mean, the only one that really kind of comes into play is the second one, but we're all not really together right now.
Well, I will count this roughly as together.
Right, I'll have to dodge these two guys first, because again, they're trying to kill me.
Well, I mean, one of them's going for Simmons.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, the one actively has a sword coming towards my face.
Let's see.
My body.
Don't worry about it. That's normal. People your age go through that all the time.
Well, should we come back to you and let Lydish attempt something?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think
we can say yes. Like, yeah.
Okay,
I think it goes Lopez, me, you?
Roughly.
Roughly, but we've been taking a couple doubles here and there.
It just depends on, like, who's kind of, like, in the weirder situation, I think is what it's turned into.
Yeah, like last turn, I was in a time warp with 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just went straight to you so you could get out of that.
Okay. I'll use a regular turn and do number 3, display a reckless fighting technique.
Okay.
And, like, bring my right arm up to deflect his sword arm, and then grasp his arm and then throw him over my shoulder.
Okay, so as you deflect the sword, you would think it would cut your arm off, but it doesn't. The armor actually protects you very well, and like sparks fly off your armor as it skids across the surface of it, and then you manage to flip it over and throw it, I'm going to say over here, since you're throwing it over your shoulder. And so we'll say that he's
after a far.
Yeah, and it was really hard too, like it definitely...
Because I was just intending to do like a, kind of like a hip throw, where he lands on his back, but
not
that's
like...
cool too.
Well, you didn't know your own strength. In fact, now I'm doing this now.
There we go.
It actually, like, cracks, like, the wall and the ground, too, as he hits the ground. Alright, so... I guess it's... Is it... Let's get Lopez out of there so we can actually see him.
Let's see, it goes me, then Lopez, then Lydish, and then Tucker and the tabs.
Okay,
but
so...
I just went for a second time.
Okay, so Lopez...
Lopez is officially rebooted fully.
Yeah, because Lopez did his turn to reboot, and then it went to Lydish.
Yeah, I think it's
then it went back. It went back to me because you sent it back to me. It should have went to Lydish and then.
Okay, so I guess we'll say it's Lydish's turn then.
I'm
gonna pull Wizard.
What's that?
I'm gonna protect Simmons.
Okay, let me see here.
No, I don't know if it's a regular turn or a light turn to show. I mean, light would be to show a soft spot for the wrong person at the right time, but you could also say it's regular to just be there for someone.
I think just be there for someone because this is kind of yeah. Okay, I think that flies. So, what do you do specifically?
The Lydish typical move. I'm gonna tackle Simmons to the ground.
That's Lydish's signature.
Okay, so wait, wouldn't that also work then as display an innovative fighting technique?
Sure. As I'm knocking Simmons to the ground, I kick the thing in the head.
This thing is now like dizzy, like from that kick to the head. It was really good kick to the head.
You stay away from my man.
This one is upright. And now it's Lopez's turn, I believe.
Oh, you're closer and you're standing up right now. All right. I'm changing targets then.
Beep,
So-
beep.
First off, this is my target now. I was going to do it to this guy down here, but now this guy is upright.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to sort of do a wizard move here. Isn't Conrad a wizard? I'm going to do the little cartwheel flips that he does, and right before I get to the part where I axe kick him, I'm going to change to a sweep and then axe kick him.
So we're
I'm gonna
considering
axe kick
this.
him while he's down. That is eccentric fighting technique.
Yeah, I was about to say eccentric fighting technique. Oh, also, like you guys can summon weapons at this point. By the way, you guys have you guys have weapons, but these weapons are specific to your suit. They're basically the same weapon. Like they're basically the same idea as the weapons you had, just their magic armor fight or whatever.
Remember, Linus never took his. I hugged it out with my tongue.
Oh, that's right. So
I haven't had an opportunity to use mine yet.
Yeah, I'm just
I've been apparently engaged in close quarters combat.
You've been trapped in a time bubble.
and Lightish actually has the ability to basically you have like a pistol or something, whatever. What was it that you had as your weapon?
It was a pistol.
Was it a pistol?
No. It was face spiders.
Face spiders.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Face
like,
spiders.
yeah, like you had a pistol at the shooting range.
The plasma grenades.
Okay, so I'm gonna do.
Pistol that fires face spiders, if I remember correctly.
Let me see
It
here.
was spider grenades.
They were
Spider
glowing
grenade.
blue face spiders.
Let's see
It
what's
was
name.
face spider grenades.
See, I'm trying to remember something here.
I forgot about my face spider shooting
Okay.
grenade.
Yeah,
So-
'cause
I did
it's
too.
actually in her bio. It says weapons
is.
face
Yeah.
spiders.
So I can pretty much like let you. Okay, so I'm gonna take narrative control of this. Like now I'm gonna rip out turns on this one. So Lightish, like you've saved Simmons. He's kind of grateful.
Weirded out, but grateful.
And so now you're upright now, and as you stand up, like something is like ejected from your gauntlet into your hand.
That usually happens when I see Simmons. What?
Feels like a spider.
And I was not prepared. I was not prepared for that statement.
Neither was I.
Anyway.
You set it up perfectly to have that statement, so I don't know why you went.
But you have a glowing, like, okay, no. You describe the weapon. You describe it. Because I don't know if it should be actual grenade spiders or should it just be a sticky grenade from Halo. I really don't know.
I feel like it's actual grenade spiders.
It would be a
Okay.
very lightish thing.
I have a gun! And I look in the gun, and I see tiny little spiders crawling around. I'm mostly confused, but I'm ready.
I love...
Because the
Take my
gun being
gun.
needed to clean.
To the nearest tab and shoot it as a little spider flies out and attaches to his face and explodes.
Okay, so it attaches to this one, and he's, like, not sure. Like, he feels something crawling on him now, and he, like, grabs it with his hand and, like, looks at it, and it's a giant, like, weird spider thingy. Well, not giant, but it's just a spider thingy. And it's not
It's an
really...
exploding wolf spider.
It kind of looks at Lightish like, why would you... Who shoots a gun with spiders? Kind of look at his face. And then, like, it explodes in his face. Like, and sadly, Tex is like...
It landed on his hand and, like, crawled all the way up to his face.
yeah, and it crawls up to his face and then explodes. Sadly, shoving Tex back into Sega de Sancho, but he's like a wall, and he's like a wall anyway, so it kind of, like, hurt.
Like, Tex.
And this Tab's like upper body is like gone.
Hey guys, you won't believe what was in my gun.
He's half the man he used to be.
But
meanwhile, I've essentially just popped this guy's liver like a balloon. That's what happens when you get swept in and immediately ass kicked.
Wait 1 second. Let me get the
That guy's blood pool needs to be bigger because he actually had a blood trail.
Oh, that's right. Wait, I can do something better. Let me get this and then I got a blood trail. So
yeah, that's right.
And then make a big blood pool under his body.
And then let's see. I'm gonna do that.
See, I'm actually used to this because back in Australia, spiders always explode when they get to your face. That's why you sleep with one eye open. You gotta go to the toilet blindfolded.
And so, okay, so this Tab is like hurt. He's not dead though.
He's missing a liver at least.
Like we'll say that like some ribs are broken.
He's critically wounded, but not mortally wounded.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. And yeah, I'll take these X's off these guys.
Non-life-threatening injury.
And so, let me ask, whose turn do you guys think it is?
Well, Tetz just went. Lopez went by attacking that guy. Wouldn't it be my turn?
Maybe it's X's again, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Tex, your turn. What do you do?
Okay, there's one guy left.
2 guys.
And two guys. Well, yeah, Tucker.
Really, 1.5 at this point.
I mean, in all fairness, Tucker will be surviving this fight. I will tell you that now. But
will be what?
He will be surviving this fight.
Yes, so that's why I decided to forego him and go with. Well, there we go. With this guy. Let's see. Well, all right. I'll use a heavy turn.
Okay.
And use the clear the way of adversaries since I'm too far away to like actively move. So I'll use my my sniper rifle.
Okay.
And just put him out of his misery. Shoot him in the eyeball.
And so you shoot him, and like his head like hits the wall, and he like slowly slides down. And like blood sprays like everywhere, like that.
Oh god, it's ruined my green armor.
And let's see. Put it on the map layer. There we go.
I'm gonna have to spend a week at the dry cleaner getting all this out.
And so, God, you guys just have carnage follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
You can tell where we've gone by how many things have died.
Also, within, like, the last, 2 hours? Because how long has it been, like, in-game time? Like, 2 hours? Since the start?
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Maybe 2 or 3 hours, yeah.
We've managed to
We've
decimate
already
like
wrecked half the school.
two battalions of tabs, plus we nearly beat another student to death.
It happens.
And destroyed the training room.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the training room is straight up destroyed. Alright, anyway,
3 battalions of tabs. This would be the 3rd.
So let's see here. So all that's left is Tucker. So Tucker charges at Tex, and you used a heavy turn, right?
Yeah. So yeah, and the token's already gone.
That'll work. Yeah. No, I was just when I say that, I'm like checking to see what I can mess with you with.
Oh, okay.
So Tucker like runs up and like spins around and like whacks you like. Well, no, he hits you with the sword, but the sword doesn't go through like your helmet at all. But it really fucking hurt, and you're knocked out. You were incapacitated. And
I need the nap.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll wake up in a better mood, no longer snarky.
All right, and Tucker also has a reason to declare vengeance. Like, you've killed all my babies. My literal,
Literally almost.
my literal children. You've murdered them all.
We've murdered at least 15 of his kids.
Whoa!
Just
whoa,
myself.
whoa! They were our children.
he really immaturely like shoves you away, like whatever.
I tried to talk things over with you, but you was just worried about revenge.
Let's see here.
Can you rotate me around for a moment?
Oh, sure.
There we go.
I wish we had the option to do that ourselves.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird that that's only a GM thing.
Let's see here. Where is he at? There he is. Okay, so. And so, put him here. Alright. Well, anyways, and so, like, Tucker's, like, having a spat with Lightish, his not really ever boyfriend or girlfriend. just, like, two people that have, like, assumed these weird roles for no reason amongst each other.
Yeah, like how would that work?
How
if
did
he's
this
the
even
one that
happen?
gives birth to the babies? Who's the man in the relationship? Who's the woman?
That is a very complicated question.
Because even if Tucker is in a relationship with another woman,
You've turned into
still be the
me.
woman
Yes,
in the
Stormy,
relationship.
you turned into a robot for a second.
You turned into Lopez.
I said, even if Tucker was in a relationship with a woman, wouldn't he technically be...
It's still the same. It's not working.
It's just staticking out. It's
Yeah, give it a minute or something, or maybe you
Yeah.
might need to refresh Discord or something.
yeah, the connection maybe dropped on your end.
Try talking about the new Mercy nerf. Then
Is that
really
better?
And so, like, as this is going on, like, a familiar
Oh God, it's
face,
spreading.
a familiar face, appears in the stairway on the other side of the lasers. And he's kind of like, oh, like, what the hell's going on in here? And he sees like dead bodies like on the floor and stuff, these alien things. And he's kind of like waving at you guys, like, hey. And then
Hey!
and then Tucker's like, what the? Who's that guy? Like, and then the guy like does something over here, and what is it? What is it?
That guy would beat the crap out of.
Oh yeah, like okay, he like goes over to like a panel in the wall and starts like fidgeting with something, and this turret actually like reactivates, but starts shooting at Tucker. So he like fucking books it out, actually like jumping through the lasers. Like
Oh, Jesus.
we're talking like Resident Evil 4 style to the other end and shove this guy away because it's the only other exit. Because like. The way they got down here was down the elevator shaft, so he had to climb back up to get back up there. So he doesn't want to do that, and he's
that's
out
how
of
they got in here.
and he books it out of here. And so like the guy's like waving at you guys, like I can't turn the lasers off, so you'll have to like do like what he did. But before we do that, let's kind of recollect everybody. Simmons like gets back up, and he's kind of like very conflicted.
Alright.
He's very conflicted about how to feel about Lightish right now.
I've saved his life twice.
And Sarge's like, oh my goodness, you guys are like, y'all like heroes,
isn't that
I
turret
guess.
selected?
I guess. No, the turret like was only targeting Tucker.
Oh,
Yeah, it was programmed to attack enemies.
oh, he reprogrammed it.
Military heroes, I guess. Does this mean we get a medal?
I don't have any.
Sarge's conflicted.
I don't have any of those. I mean, unless you want like, I got like a Chuck E. Cheese token if you want that. I don't.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
He's like, I only got one though.
I want it.
He
I'm the one
like
who asked for the medal.
he like hands it to you like, well, here you go.
I'm gonna pin it to my armor.
Lightish can have it. She's the only one that can act. I can't actually eat food. Don't ask why I eat sauerkraut. I just do.
And so like Sanshiro kind of like looks at the lasers and he like takes a running start and clears the lasers in one jump.
Jeez.
and like sticks the landing on stairs.
That's impressive.
And then he just kind of looks back and just like leans against the wall, like all cool. In fact, like small sunglasses fell down from nowhere and covered his eyes.
Okay, so I'm going to use a light turn to do the frighten another with the impressive technique and follow his lead.
Let's see here. Actually, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to restrict you guys a little bit. I want you guys to use your fighting techniques in your regular turn to get through there. Like it's not going to be a fighting technique, but basically whatever the descriptor of the fighting technique is what you use. So you have.
So I'm gonna get burned a lot then.
You have to.
You're just gonna charge straight through.
Yeah, you have to recklessly get to the other side. Green has to get across there very eccentrically, and then Pink has to be innovative.
Oh, I'll get innovative, alright.
So, and I want you guys to describe like verbally how your character is crossing the lasers. This is your movie moment.
Okay, well, I guess with me, I could essentially just walk through the lasers. It's like
you just charge through them like a bull.
It is very risky, I suppose. I know Tech's just like, I'm just gonna rock through. I'm tired of this laser shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in a sense he judged that by fighting Tet with the sword and getting hit with the sword that it didn't go through the armor, that the armor is somewhat invulnerable to energy style attacks.
That is actually very valid.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Walk through the lasers.
Alright, so Lopez, I believe it's his turn.
Yeah, Lopez the eccentric one.
So, describe how you eccentrically get across the lasers.
I think I'm going to take a previous cue from the training room. I think you know what's about to happen.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Why don't you want to move?
I'm gonna move, mate. I'm out. I stand back.
I've just been slowly putting my grenade launcher down. And I'm going to do several of these actually. The first one I'm going to fire is to launch the top.
Before you launch, shouldn't you find out how high the ceiling is?
Do you think Lopez cares?
And if the lasers go all the way up to the ceiling, because if they do, you're shooting through lasers.
They don't go exactly all the way up to the ceiling. They're like in crisscross shapes and stuff. Like, there's gaps for you to get through, but they're not like impossible to get around.
Lopez has been running algorithms to find out the exact amount of rocket launches to get through each section of laser.
Okay, so you're going to blow yourself up across the lasers, correct?
No. The first one's going to take me through this section, and the second one I'm going to fire myself back downwards to get through this part. Now I'm back down on the floor. I'm gonna do a little roll into another rocket jump to get through an area here.
You're making a lot of work for me right now.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Okay.
And then this last one, I just complete it with a little roll underneath.
Oh, you roll into that one, gotcha.
So I don't hit face first into the stairs.
I love how you basically, like, the way you did it, basically, if you would have let me describe it, would have been almost the exact same way, where you just pinball your way across the lasers.
Yeah. That was where I was slowly gathering together the whole time. That's why I was so silent.
Okay, so, Lightish, it is now your turn.
I don't know. I have to ask the lasers about their feelings because that's about all the only shit you can do.
Well, you have to be innovative about getting across the lasers.
Well, there's
always
the old-fashioned. There's always the old-fashioned jump through the lasers.
Well, it has to.
And by that I mean parkour.
Parkour, okay, so
Australian style.
Australian parkour, innovative. Laser crossing.
It involves lubing yourself up with barbecue sauce.
You fucking know it involves lubing myself up with sauce.
Wait.
Just one long slide underneath.
Wait. I have an idea. So, like, Lightish, like, unpacks some barbecue sauce. Because you remember you stole a bunch from the lunchroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have it all still.
And so you can use that to lube yourself up to do something.
Just slide.
No, I'm gonna parkour.
Okay.
Only part of it is going to be sliding.
Okay.
Well, parkour is translated as using your body to propel you through your landscape, so I guess.
Wait. Excuse me, I am the pink red ranger. I am the lightest red ranger.
Oh, God.
So I have to think about my friends. So I'm gonna push Sarge and Simmons forward.
Sarge and Simmons?
Jesus.
Hang on, I got this.
So like Sarge and Simmons like stumble forward.
I'm gonna jump on top of Sarge, over the laser, then pull Sarge underneath the laser with me. And tell Simmons to follow the barbecue sauce.
Follow the trail of barbecue.
Follow the barbecue sauce to safety.
So now are you clear across? Are you
the Great War?
So you're clear across the lasers now?
After a bunch of over-under slippy slidey and using Sarge and Simmons to jump over things, yes.
Wait, you're telling Simmons is basically still on the other side. You tell him to follow the barbecue sauce, right?
Yes, I dragged Sarge.
Okay, so Simmons, like a normal person, just slowly finds the gaps in the lasers and gets across just fine.
He just teleports across instead.
He looks at you guys like, what are you doing? There's clearly big enough gaps for you to just walk through them.
I was just knocked out, so I'm
We like our
technically
ways
dazed. And just stumbled through the lasers.
What I love about it, like, I had the idea, the more ridiculous these got, I was like, Simmons is just gonna walk through the lasers.
Yeah.
Like, safely. So basically just witnessed a bunch of people just risk their lives. For no real reason. And then, and so everyone's, safely across, the lasers at the stairs. You guys had a hell of an ordeal. This guy is like, God, like, I've been looking for you guys, like I heard, like, the crash and stuff in the elevator, and, like, I couldn't find you guys, and I found this secret, like, passageway in this one room in, like, the blues base that led here. Like, where is this place?
Wait, so he went all the way through Blue Base?
Like, he figured, okay, he, like, figured that Blue Base would not be as dangerous because they were all in fucking Red Base attacking.
So what was it, Blue Base? What did I have?
Well, like, I think you'll have to, like, see for yourself, he tells them. He's like, this,
okay.
And he looks at you specifically and goes, there's something there that you're specifically not going to like that they have.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Specifically Lightish.
Oh god.
And,
I fucking guarantee they have a goddamn Outback.
And
Those goddamn blues.
And so, like, he, kind of, like, eyes all of them, and they're like, he's like, what are you wearing?
Oh, barbecue sauce.
Besides that.
I'm getting a divorce.
That's not a thing you wear.
It's the anger of getting a divorce. You wear it like a shadow over your face.
Everybody else's is shiny, mine is covered in battle scars.
Mine is covered in barbecue sauce.
And then Lopez's is perfectly fine because he hid behind a platform almost the entire time.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I've got a
had
couple
mine
scorch marks on my
minutes,
legs
and
from
it's
the jumping,
already
but that's about it.
it's already been damaged by 2 sword swings and a walk through lasers.
And you have like all kinds of scorch marks and shit.
Hey, it does up the intimidation factor.
Yeah?
I am the brawler, I guess.
Meanwhile, the paint on my armor's legs has just been completely stripped off from the grenade jumping.
And so, like,
I'm
Simmons...
just covered in barbecue sauce. Good washing, I'll be fine.
So, like, Simmons kind of, like, looks at you guys and it's like, I don't understand what's going on, but, like, first of all, the Blues attacked. Like, that's something that's not happened in a long time. And...
Then the divorce.
He just kind of sighs. Not really unsure how he feels about that situation. And, he looks at you guys like, this armor, like, it's not even, like, it's like a whole other level above Sarge's armor.
Oh my god, we got promoted, you guys.
It's like, no. Sarge, like, immediately... Sarge immediately chimes in. He's like, no. You
okay,
get...
give us shiny armor.
It's like, it doesn't matter. I am still red. That's his main point of argument.
Red.
You're
Red's
pink.
my fucking name.
I'm darkish red.
There you go.
I'm just green.
Greenish red.
Greenish red. Fucking. For some reason, this sounds like something Lopez would friggin' say. Anyways, this guy here, it's kind of like, guys, like, the only way out is, like, is there a way out from where you guys came?
Well, it was an elevator, but it is a broken elevator.
Oh, well, I guess we'll have to go through Blue Base then to get back to everybody, because what I saw when I, like, was...
They had
I
a
just
goddamn
realized
outback.
Lopez is
They came with
standing in
us.
me.
like, running away. They were killing a lot of people.
I swear to God, if they have a goddamn outback, we're taking it with us. The whole fucking building.
He, like, puts, like, a hand here.
I
He
thought we were
puts...
talking about the outback that's parked out back of the outback.
Yeah, we're talking about that outback. What other outback are we talking about?
This guy puts his hands over, like, what he assumes where your mouths would be, but he's not entirely sure how these suits work. He's like, so, anyway, we have quite an ordeal ahead of us, like,
Your mom's an ordeal.
like, what do these suits do? Do you guys even know, like, where did you get these, and, like...
They were just down here, like in
There was a stage maybe 100 feet away.
You found these?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what these suits are. I have been looking through the database for a while, and it would appear that these are all Mark V prototype powered armor suits.
He points to Lopez. He points to Lopez, is like, I didn't think you talked. And then turns back around and fixes Lightish.
I talk, mate. I talk.
Yes, that was something
We
that
all
I
know
had
that
been
you talk.
running for a long time.
And, like, Simmons oddly feels, like, a little jealous that Lightish is getting attention from this guy and kind of, like, inserts himself, like, a little bit, like, here. Let's get this fixed. To front, there we go. And then
There we go.
Sarge to front.
There we go, mate. They have an outback. They have an outback. I swear to God, I'm switching to blue team.
And so...
That is the call of my people. That is like an Australian embassy.
And so, Sagita, like, kind of resolves to start heading upstairs, and Sarge, like, agrees with him. But, with that, I think our journey for the day is over.
That depresses me more than I can say.
I am sorry, I have no more maps right now. This is the only map I've made since...
I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, well, that works out. Alright, see you, man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lopez just immediately follows Sarge upstairs.
I'm gonna follow. But I am gonna talk about the outback.
So basically we're ending the episode with you just complaining about there possibly being an outback at Blue Base.
Yes.
Hey,
if there is, I have to switch sides. It's just the law. It's Australian law. I can't say no.
And so I'm going to roll our outro.
I've got a better idea for that. I've got a better idea instead.
Okay.
I'm going to end it off with me gaining a token for the first time in a century. I'm going to turn around and push Lightish back down the stairs immediately. I'm going to act childish when someone expects better.
Wait, it's even better. Because I'm still covered in barbecue sauce, so I slide all the way back through.
Oh my goodness. So you just like you just slide down all the way back to the beginning of the lasers.
Yes! Lopez has won.
All that progress immediately halted.
Lopez the heavy wind.
And so I'm going to roll our outro to conclude this episode of R cubed. Isn't that right? R cubed.
R cubed.
Yeah.
R cubed. So here we go.
I think we need to play again sometime.
Yeah.
Because literally this is the best campaign.
Yeah.
And we're over.
That was amazing.
This is still like the best single-handed campaign ever.
Yeah. Great.
I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I never thought like me being, I guess, like what the game master, I guess, of this random thing I thought would be fun would be this ridiculous.
I like how we spent 5 minutes looking at the HENSHIN PDF and just immediately destroyed everything.
Oh goodness.
We broke the game as soon as we started.
I don't know if David realizes how much fun it is the fact that the game is broken.
Yeah, he keeps trying to fix it, but no, don't fix the game.
Yeah, like
the
this
game's
doesn't
perfect the way it is.
Yeah, this doesn't need to be fixed. It's made to be ridiculous. Oh goodness.
This
So
game was made to be broken.
I am going to end the stream now, and thank you guys for liking the game. It's so fun.
It is
really
ridiculous
is.
fun. I 100% support this game. Like, I'm weirdly invested in the plot.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see where all this goes.
Oh goodness. Like I have like ideas I've already planned out and stuff, but I just haven't made maps. So it's like, And like we can play this without the maps, but like I think this adds a bit of charm to it.
Also, can I point out, if Tucker didn't run up the stairs, I was gonna golf ball him in the nuts with the grenade launcher.
Golf ball him in the nuts. Damn.
Yeah, with the grenade launcher. That was gonna be how I leave.
Goodness.
I was gonna grip him and then just walk out.